Hello everyone, excited to shoot this first video, perhaps a very important video. My name is Abhinav Dobriyal, and just to give a brief about my journey, I come from a common middle class family of India with a history of service oriented occupation from generations and generations. But thankfully, after years and years of hustle, gaining knowledge and building networks and all, I managed to break my family's job history and managed to start 2 businesses and 1 small startup. So this was a bit about mine. So since the start of my business journey, people like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Larry Page, and all of these billionaires are the people who are known as the epitome of success were my ideals. I wanted to be like them in the list of top richest people of the world. Reach that same level. But soon after, few years of hustling, I realized I was naive and it was completely a wrong approach. Rather, one should have an aim, and that is to make an impact for the greater good. And I know a lot of people, including me, who were already working day and night with the same approach. But why is that? Only few chosen people get to reach that level most of us desire. Why some people are way more successful than the rest? And from a common person perspective, the most common answer would be, bro, they are the brightest minds of the world, that's why. Well, I accept they are exceptional people, but I can optimistically say they are not the brightest minds at all. Well, I found out that there are mainly 3 of the deepest problems that get neglected or remain unsolved by most of the dreamers and hustlers like you and me. And if addressed, I am very confident it can do wonders in each one of our lives. And all of my 3 dreams are based on that. Allow me to initiate this for you. Well, there are n number of factors that contribute to why a billionaire becomes a billionaire. And the most common factor that I found out was that they always had a person who was with them in every ups and downs, who had the same vision, who was as driven as them. Like for Steve Jobs, he had Steve Wozniak. For Bill Gates, he had Paul Allen. For Mark Zuckerberg, he had Dustin and Eduardo. For Elon Musk, he had Kimball with him. And for Larry Page, he founded Google with Sergey Brin. You see, all of them had someone who vibed with them, who might be fulfilling each other's weaknesses. Well, after realizing this, I got encouraged and I started to find out that other ideal person for me. But the problem was that I expected that long-term partner or the ideal person from my school or from my college. Well, this is what most of us expect. And guys, believe me, it is very rare that we find the ideal person like that. And this is why my first dream, ladies and gentlemen, is to gather the intellectual, curious, and visionary minds like you in one place. Sort of like a community, so that you can make new friends. Find the right person you vibe with. The main goal is to ensure each one of you get to build a strong network through people across different niches, where everyone help each other grow in every aspect possible. But the only constraint I am facing is the right approach to it. As I witnessed users joining online communities like Telegram or WhatsApp, where some join for serious motives and some just casually exploring, and then it eventually gets cold after a while, and this is something I don't want. And this is where I need your suggestions. If you have an idea to share that can effectively work this out, or if you are also willing to help me on this mission, the comment box is open and you can drop your email ID along with your suggestion. And if it is really making sense, I would love to have a conversation with you personally. So, coming back, my second dream is to ensure free education through platforms like YouTube, Instagram, X, LinkedIn. I need to ensure that I could reach as many people as many I could and provide them with the finest business education. An education which will help them not only grow their own businesses but also generate new ideas, learning about success and failure stories, business lessons, exploring new industries. And I've started following that dream with this video. And if all of this goes as projected, then following up my third dream, a very big milestone, a dream of a very affordable institute. You see, our education system is severely flawed and doesn't really teach us the things we actually need to learn. As soon as we step out of college, we realize the interviewer is asking questions which was never in our syllabus. So many of life's most crucial lessons, the things that truly shapes us, we get to learn those things after the farewell of our school or college. It's time for a holistic approach that prepares us not just for exams but for life itself. Because the most vital lessons are learned when we step out in the field, maybe stuff on the internet. And that's where our true education begins. There is a reason why these top businessmen and businesswomen are also dropouts. And some never even went to the college but moved on to build unshakable empires. I think they must have realized these facts early on. And that's why our education system is in dire need of reform. And we have been hearing this out, like in every third or fourth educational channel. But the question is, what can we do about it? So that's why I think in a dream college, it's crucial to have a pragmatic approach. Learning things like financial literacy, learning about taxes, including personal taxes, financing, budgeting, or investing, learning about business problem solving, time management, which was deeper than I thought, managing work-life balance, how to handle stress, how to network and build relationships, which is very important to learn. Why a mentor is important, or perhaps how to find one, how the businesses are made from scratch, or how to scale your family inherited business to new heights. And I believe the practicals should not be like how it was in schools. Rather, it must be so pragmatic that one will have to step out in the field, do all the primary and secondary research, and then come up with solutions where students should compete not for mugging those books and getting good grades. Rather, in practicals, everyone build things which will make the world a better place while understanding and exploring different industries and then coming up with some good ideas out of them. And it could be anything. It could be something in logistics. It might be a good idea in wood industry, or maybe renewable sources, or integrating renewable sources or wood industries with FMCG packagings, or maybe in FMCG overall. It could be something in space tech, or maybe a reformative idea in veterinary sector. It could be electronics, something in agri-tech, maybe finance. Well, there are hundreds of industries which have a huge market cap and are still not perfect yet. And they can be improvised if given the right attention. And that's why I think all of these three dreams have the potential to change the course of this education system for at least few, but for a greater good. And that is why I am here, and this is the main reason why this channel exists. Thank you.